Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. I thought I would show you some of our nut and bolt collection and why this is important. Why? Because from time to time you're going to need to find a bolt, and I'm not one of those old men that are going to sit there and basically categorize every nut, bolt and screw. I'm not going to do that. But if I need to look through this pile right now and find an M4, M5 bolt, I've got to actually sight it, find a nut, check it out and all the rest. Or I could use a pitch gauge, check it out and do it that way. But there's an easier way, and I want to show you that easier way. Let's just push these aside to here. It's this, and it's like 50 bucks from Heron Forbes. You can buy this from wherever you want. Measure Max nut and bolt identification set. Oh, look at this. Make sure in focus here too. That looks a little better. Okay, so what do we got here? We got Imperial, for those Imperial people. We've got metric. And then what else do we have? Okay, so two Imperials. I guess there's two different pitches on those, and we got metric. Okay, so that should be most of what we use on a daily basis. We've also got a little ruler here, so we've got inches on one side up to 3 inch, millimeters on the other side up to 80 mil, and we also have this V section in here, which, to be honest with you, I don't know. If you know what it is, leave it down in the comments below. Why did they take out a big notch out of that? I just don't know. Alright, so it comes on these crimped stainless cables, so you can't lose them. They're divided by a piece of plastic, which is only described as a triangle with suction cups with a hole going through it, and then you have a male and a female type, I guess you could say, standoff nut or coupling nut with a hole through it, so it's all connected. Alright, so let's go through now and put this to the test. Here we have a bolt. I'm guessing M4. Sorry, M6. M6 10. Nope. Alright, maybe it's Imperial. Let's go quarter. Minus 28. Nope. Okay, let's go quarter. Y20. Ah, look at that. So that's an Imperial thread, 1/4 W20. I'm not very good with Imperials, to be honest with you. Here we have a screw, which is, I'm guessing, just a 4mm metric screw. Let's try it. So blue is metric. M7, M6. Come on, where are you? M4. Okay, I'm wrong there. It's an M5. M5 with 0.8 thread on it. Yep, we got a winner. So, will this help you out? Yeah, it will, especially when you've got a project coming and you're looking at a pile of nuts and bolts like this, and you need to find 5 of the same thing, and you don't want to be mucking around getting to a job site, and you pick up two nuts like this, and you think, oh, they look the same, and then you get there and one's metric, one's Imperial. So these things do help you out. Here's another one. We've got an M6 1.0 thread. We do. As long as you put it on there and you get about 4 or 5 turns, you're pretty much doing well. Alright, here we go. Here's the challenge. Wiko window winder, wooden window, how would you say, fixing nut, which is a double nut. You drill 2 holes, you put it through the window, it's sort of clamped on from the outside, and that keeps it there. I would have liked a lot more small sizes, but I'm pretty impressed for what it is. Alright, so this is my smallest one, and that's an M4. I reckon it's an M4. I'm just going to check the thread on that. It went on but started to get tight, so I'm not happy with that. Not happy with that. What's our smallest yellow? Smallest yellow, we'll try that one. When it goes tight, it means you've got the wrong thread. That's going all the way in and it's going all the way down. So that's what it is. We got a 532 or 532 W32. So 532 W32, perfect thread in there nicely, winds all the way in and not mucking up. So if you were to basically use the wrong thread and you put it on there and it doesn't go all the way and it just starts to bind, it means you're using the wrong thread. And in locksmithing, when you're doing that on die cast or other bits of metal and things, it just wrecks the inside. So when you've got to take it off or put it back on a few times, you're going to be left with a screw or a nut or a housing that's just useless. So by using the right threads means that you can use the parts more, you're not damaging the lock by putting it on. I've seen many people come up against the same size, you know, like these two sizes, and they just basically hit him with the impact gun and just ream it in there. And although they're completely different threads, sometimes they're close enough to get it over the line with a, you know, 1 or 2 rotations of the screw, but it's easier just to do it properly. And with a set like this, you know, you're pretty much right to go for any type of bolt that just pick up. You know, you've got a chance of three to find the exact thread. So if you've got a bolt that's too short and you don't know what bolt it is, you just pick it up, throw it in, find your thread, measure how long you need it, and away you go. Once again, I've got an Imperial there, which is 5/16 and W8 thread, W18 thread. So I don't use a lot of Imperial, but the thing is that we have quite a bit. Like normally if I was to buy nuts and bolts, I'd just stick with metric, keep it simple. But looking over all the nuts and bolts that have, you know, this is only one of probably 20 or 30 trays that we have. Looking over all of this, you end up with all sorts of mixed nuts and bolts because things are made in different countries, and also people use different systems, or it could be for a different product. So there's still a lot of metric and there's still a lot of Imperial out there, whether we like it or not. And just because it's not our system and not our regular system doesn't mean that we don't have to, you know, be able to identify it, be fluent with it, and, you know how to get the right nut for it or a right bolt. So 2 Imperials and 1 metric. Wouldn't that be good if everything was just metric? We could just have like one of these. It would be awesome, but it's never going to happen. All right, leave your comments down below. Thanks for watching.